Did you know that over 500 people die each year in the US due to defective or flawed guns? If you wonder which firearms have earned a notorious reputation, then stick around because today we're diving into the top 15 guns that many consider unwise purchases. From design flaws to reliability issues, these firearms have stories that every potential buyer should hear before buying. Number 1. Colt 1855 Revolving Rifle. In the middle of the 1800s, Colt introduced a new gun called the 1855 Revolving Rifle. They wanted this gun to shoot quickly like a revolver and be as accurate as a rifle. However, it had a big problem. The cylinder gap, where the bullets are, was too close to the shooter's face. This meant that hot gases and burning powder could easily hurt the shooter. Also, the rifle could have chain fires, where multiple chambers fired at once by accident, which was dangerous. Number 2. Chauchat Light Machine Gun. During World War I, the French Army used a machine gun called the Chauchat. It's known as one of the most troublesome machine guns ever made. Its magazine was open on the sides, which let dirt and mud get in and caused the gun to jam a lot. The gun was also poorly made, so parts from one Chauchat couldn't be used in another. Soldiers didn't trust it because it often didn't work well in the muddy trenches, making them very frustrated. Number 3. Colt 2000. In the 1990s, Colt tried to win over the handgun market with a new gun called the Colt 2000. This gun had a frame made of polymer and was a semi-automatic pistol. Even though famous people designed it, the pistol had a lot of problems. People who used it said it often jammed, didn't shoot accurately, and wasn't reliable. Because of these issues, Colt stopped making it after just a few years. Number 4. Nambu Type 94. Developed in Japan during the 1930s, the Nambu Type 94 pistol is infamous for its dangerous design flaw. The gun could fire by itself if something pushed against the sear, which was on the side of the gun, even if no one pulled the trigger. This was dangerous for the person using it and others nearby. The gun also had a weak firing pin and was uncomfortable to hold. These issues make it a clear example of a poorly designed gun. Number 5. Remington R51. Remington tried to bring back an old gun design with the R51, a modern pistol. But right from the start, it had many problems. Users said it often failed to load bullets correctly and had trouble ejecting them. Sometimes, the slide part of the gun that moves back and forth would get stuck unexpectedly. Because it didn't work well and wasn't safe, Remington had to recall the gun, which hurt their reputation in the handgun market. Number 6. Mossberg 500 Cruiser. The Mossberg 500 Cruiser, a shotgun with a pistol grip instead of a regular stock, was made to be easy to move around with. But because it didn't have a shoulder stock, it was hard to control, especially when it kicked back after shooting. People found it tough to shoot accurately with it, and the design often caused sore wrists. This made it a less useful choice for many shooters. Number 7. HiPoint C9. HiPoint Firearms sells the C9 as a budget-friendly 9mm pistol. Its low price draws people in, but the pistol is big and heavy, which makes it uncomfortable to carry. The design is simple, and many users think it's not very easy to hold or use. Also, the trigger is hard to pull, which can make it difficult to shoot accurately. These issues make many people think of it as a gun to stay away from. Number 8. Remington RP9. The Remington RP9 was Remington's attempt to enter the market of striker-fired pistols. However, it was criticized for being too big and having an uncomfortable grip. Users also had problems with the gun not working reliably, including it jamming and not firing correctly. Because it didn't perform well, it didn't sell much and hurt Remington's reputation in the handgun market. Number 9. Taurus Curve. The Taurus Curve is a pistol that was made to be easy to hide and carry because it has a curved frame that fits against your body. Even though the design was new and different, the Curve didn't have traditional sights for aiming. Instead, it used a built-in laser, which many people didn't think was good enough. The unusual shape also caused problems with how comfortable it was to hold and shoot. These issues made it hard for people to appreciate the unique idea behind it. Number 10. Winchester Model 1911 SL. Nicknamed the Widowmaker, the Winchester Model 1911 SL was an early semi-automatic shotgun. Lacking a proper safety mechanism, it required the user to pull back the barrel to chamber a round. This design led to numerous accidents, as users would often inadvertently discharge the shotgun while loading it, resulting in injuries. Number 11. FP45 Liberator. During World War II, the FP45 Liberator was designed as an inexpensive, single-shot pistol intended for resistance forces. While the concept was sound, the execution was lacking. The pistol was inaccurate, difficult to reload, and had a very limited effective range. While the FP45 Liberator was intended as a psychological tool to arm resistance fighters and sow chaos behind enemy lines, it was ultimately impractical for actual combat. The pistol was crude, made from stamped sheet metal, and designed for a single close-range shot before being discarded or replaced with a better weapon. Its lack of durability, poor build quality, and ineffective range have solidified its place as a historical curiosity rather than a reliable firearm. Number 12. Gyrojet Pistol. The Gyrojet pistol, developed in the 1960s, was an ambitious attempt to revolutionize firearms by using rocket-propelled ammunition instead of conventional bullets. While the idea was innovative, its execution was riddled with issues. The ammunition was expensive, slow to accelerate, and inaccurate at short ranges, the opposite of what you'd want in a self-defense weapon. Furthermore, the Gyrojet was prone to misfires, and the lack of stopping power made it ineffective compared to traditional firearms. Despite its futuristic appeal, the Gyrojet was ultimately a commercial failure, and a warning about prioritizing novelty over practicality. Number 13. TEC9. The TEC9, produced by Intratec, gained infamy as an affordable semi-automatic pistol with a distinctive design. While it became popular in certain circles due to its low price and menacing appearance, the firearm itself was riddled with problems. It was notorious for jamming, particularly under rapid-fire conditions. The construction quality was poor, and its bulky design made it impractical for concealed carry or regular use. Additionally, the Tec-9's association with criminal activity in the 1980s and 1990s further tarnished its reputation, leading to it being banned in several jurisdictions. Today, it's remembered more for controversy than performance. Number 14. Desert Eagle .50 AE. The Desert Eagle, especially in its .50 Action Express AE variant, is one of the most recognizable handguns in the world, often featured in movies and video games. However, in real-world applications, it's often regarded as impractical for all but the most niche use cases. The pistol is massive, heavy, and unwieldy, making it difficult to handle for most shooters. The recoil is intense, and the cost of ammunition is high, making it expensive to operate. While it has its fans among enthusiasts and collectors, the Desert Eagle is seen by many as a showpiece rather than a practical firearm. It's a gun people buy more for its looks and reputation than its usability. If you found this breakdown of questionable firearms intriguing, then you can't miss our next video.